Hello? Can you hear me? I am searching, whether it's the cities, the quiet suburbs, or in the beauty of nature. I will find it. In the crevices. In the darkness. Welcome to Lost or Found.
Welcome back to another episode of Lost or Found here on Horror Fiend TV. Last time you saw me, we were in Manhattan dealing with some monsters. But this week, we decided to go across the Great Pond and into Paris, France. Yes, I am not at the Eiffel Tower, as you can see, but to us horror fans, where I'm at is a more interesting and exciting place to be. Yes, I am in the Catacombs of Paris. Now, before we dive into the movie we are going to talk about, let us first get a little backstory of what exactly is the Catacombs. In the late 18th century, a major public health problem that was tied to the city's cemeteries arises. The decision was made to transfer their contents or bodies to an underground site. The bones were dumped into two wells, and then quarry workers distributed and piled the bodies. It was called the Paris Municipal Ossuary, but would later be known as the Catacombs. In 1809, it was opened to the public. Some estimate there are over 200 miles of tunnels underneath Paris. The catacombs contain the remains of over 6 million dead. People have known to get lost in the catacombs, and fire service dogs have been used to find them. There is even a video, possibly a hoax, of a man who was investigating the catacombs. Later, his video was found and the man disappeared. I'm not going to tell you if it was real or not. That is up to you to decide, research it. But for me, there's always a possibility of somebody getting stuck in a place like this. So, what movie exactly we're going to talk about? Well, Scarlet, why don't you set us off?
My name is Scarlet Marlowe, and I'm a student in urban archaeology.
370 feet beneath this point is a hidden chamber
That might contain a critical missing piece of our history.
How are we supposed to get down there?
The catacombs. There are 200 miles of tunnels right underneath our feet.
They're holding the remains of 6 million corpses.
Stop. This is the Empire of the Dead.
These are human bones. We go through here?
Let's do it. Is everyone okay?
I think I am. What the hell do we do now, huh?
We can't go back. We should just keep moving. Tell me we didn't just go in a circle.
It's exactly the same.
No, everything's upside down.
What happened to the entrance?
Wait, there's something here.
It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault!
Yes, we are talking about As Above, So Below, a 2014 film directed by John Eric Doty. Now, this film does bring the eeriness of the catacombs. Scarlet leads the team deeper and deeper into the catacombs and soon realize, they might not be the only ones here. Events begin to happen as the team soon finds itself lost. There's even an eerie moment where they find a piano in this room in the catacombs. As things begin to unravel, some members find themselves alone and trying to find a way to get back to the others. For example, there's that scene where Benji is sitting there in this very tight space, and this happens.
Hello?
We soon come to grips with the claustrophobic atmosphere that most of us fear. Now, one of the things that's known about the catacombs is the constant fear for anybody who visits as part of a tour guide of the cave collapsing. This situation happens in this film as we get the cave collapse and they're separated, but not only are they trying to find each other, but the anxiety of shadow figures and voices that they each start to hear. I mean, they soon find out that the deeper they travel, the more perilous the situation grows. Now, I will say the ending of the film did not sit well with many people. This is one of those films that the ending is one of the hot topics as far as debate. But for me personally, it didn't bother me. I kind of had more questions about the ending, but that's what sometimes a film does. You question what was the motive behind the ending, but two, did the ending really work? Now, before I get into the conclusion of this film, let me tell you one thing. One of the good things about found footage horror is sometimes the location. Now, the location of this film has a massive amount of history behind it, which I think helped this film even more. Now, how do I feel about As Above, So Below? Well, I gotta be honest, I really like this movie a lot. This movie brought me into the catacombs itself. Now, the catacombs have always been one of the places in the world where us horror fiends not only would like to visit, but wonder what is deep inside the catacombs. The fact that this film, like I said before, added the history and mystery of the catacombs definitely brought more to the film. Now, the feeling of claustrophobia is an element that this film brought that not only made us uncomfortable, but it makes us feel like we are in the moment with these characters in this film. Now, I enjoyed the cast, and yes, I enjoy Scarlet as the main character leading this team into the catacombs. And like a majority of people who take the lead, they tend to find themselves in a situation where they rather keep going instead of heeding the warnings of going back. But this film did a great job in helping us explore the catacombs and give us that feeling of, wow, what would I do if I was in that situation? Let me ask you a question. Would you put yourself in that situation? What would you do if you were in that predicament? And would you actually go to Paris to be part of a tour group or go with a group of friends to explore the catacombs? So once again, yes, As Above, So Below is a movie that invites us into not only the claustrophobic situation, which I'm going to keep repeating because some of those scenes were just nerving, had good special effects, good regular effects, and the fact is that it made me more curious of the catacombs. And if a movie sparks my interest even more, then I feel like the movie succeeded. Yes, the catacombs is an interesting place. As Above, So Below brought that place to us, and I appreciate what this film did. Now, before I go, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and continue supporting us as we have pushed past 400 subscribers, and we're going to continue. And yes, Bopple will be returning in the next episode, and I'm letting him decide exactly where we're going because it's been my choice lately, except for the two parties, which I don't want to talk about, honestly. But yes, Bopple will be back in the next episode of Lost or Found. So this is JR. Enjoy the weekend. Do yourself a favor, Google the catacombs because it's a very interesting things about this place, and I definitely would visit, but I think this is as far as I go. I don't think I will go deep inside because, I'm good. But yes, this is JR, horrorfiendtv, Lost or Found. Peace.